Today is August 9th, 9:30 p.m. Past my bedtime because I haven't filmed my last speech of the week. You know, I started these speeches because I told my friends that I would. Made a bet with my friends, that my close men that I know, that I respect, that I would post 4 of these a week, non-negotiable, and if I didn't, I'd have to run 40 kilometers, which is pretty much a marathon. And I fucking hate running. And we've been doing this for about 3 months now, the YouTube part of it for 2 months. My delegations is 2 business long forms a week, 1 weekly vlog, 4 speeches, those are all long forms, 1 reel a day, about 10 trial reels a day, and a single newsletter. Now, it's been about 3 months since we started this. And for some reason, every single week, I always have one less thing, a few things left on the Sunday. It's like, you know when you were a kid and you got assigned a project, but you'd wait the last second to do it? It's like I have that habit I need to get rid of. It's like I had to film a business video, I had to write my newsletter, and then I have to record a speech. It's 9 p.m. and every single Sunday I'm always up late because I haven't finished what I need to do yet. But, you know, in other scenarios, because there's a consequence of me having to be one of the guys that failed, me having to run the 40 kilometers, fuck the 40 kilometers, but me being one out of the 3 guys that said there's gonna be a consequence to fail after 3 months, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be the one to lose. Never. And the fact that this has helped me, this alone, that truce between 2 men that I respect, that brotherhood pact that we have, has kept me consistent for 3 months, is insane. That's why I push any man to pursue what they want to do and make sure they have a brotherhood of men that they truly respect in this world, because it will be beneficial. I know it's hard to find those people. For years, I never did. You know, I grew up as a very lonely kid. I didn't have many friends growing up. I was always the odd one out. I had long hair. I was a bit weird. If you knew me as a kid, I was super weird. My family was a bit weird. Grew up without a father, pretty much. My mother was always working. And I only made friends when I started high school. I made 2 friends of mine that truly showed me what socializing was like and what it was like to have friends. And that was the beginning of it all for me, to be honest. You know, before that, I was a very unsocial person. I never spoke to anybody. I had really bad social anxiety. I was terrified to speak. No friends. Always lied about absolutely everything about myself because I was nothing. You know, I'm the definition of fake it till you make it. I was telling guys that I've kissed girls before when I never even touched a girl. Why? I don't know. Just always was that kind of kid. But, you know, to look back on that person that I was to now a guy that can stand in front of 60 people and talk to them all in person and give them my life advice based on my personal experiences, and then on top of that, be an individual to sit here in front of a camera every single day and talk to it and speak with conviction and speak upon the beliefs that I have. Just shows how beautiful growth is. And that, you know, no matter where you are in life right now, no matter the situation that you're in, if you continue in progress of your purpose and the person that you wish to be, you will achieve that. Because the reality of it all is that you already are the person that has achieved all those things. You already have everything. You just need to act. Everything is already there. You just need to act. And if I can give you actionables to pursue life with that level of dedication and passion, is to first write down exactly who that person is that has achieved all the things that you want. right? For me, it's the person that can protect and provide for his family and create more free-thinking individuals in the world. Write down exactly who that person is. How do they walk? What are their thoughts? How do they talk? What do they believe in? How do they act? And once you discover that, you figure out that person's beliefs. And to install beliefs, you have to act. That's why when you look at these religions, they pray so many times. I'm a Muslim, I pray 5 times a day. Those actions is what turn that belief, into a faith. If you do something enough, it gets internalized within you, not just on your conscious level, but within your subconscious. And that's why when you discover the beliefs that that person has to have become the version of yourself that has achieved all those things, you can do the actions of that person and then become that person. And those actions you turn into routines, like prayer, like meditation, like working out. And those routines slowly build you into the person that you want to be. It's the end of the week, and it's not often that I start these videos and I'm a loss for words. I always find some conjuring thought within my brain, but consistency. If this video can be a testament to anything, it's that no matter how you feel, no matter what your mind is saying, no matter what your thoughts are, if you just act, you can do. Before sitting up this camera, I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know what to say. And now I'm here. I gave you guys actionables. I gave you my perspectives. I've given you my thoughts. You have to realize that in society, everything stems from belief. And that you are already all of the things that you want to be. You just have to act upon it. That is the only barrier between you and the things that you want in this materialistic world. And I understand that when you come to acceptance that, things are only the way they are because you say they are that way. It can be dull, it can be boring, you feel purposeless. It's like, okay, if things are only hard because I say they're hard, it's like, why am I saying that this thing is hard? Why do I want it to be hard when hard just creates more friction in me achieving my goals and me actually accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish? It's an interesting thing. Thinking about why us as men and mankind make things more difficult, why we like the chase. I understand why some people want to live a normal life and be entrapped in this world of believing that all these little things matter, and because they make it more exciting. When you realize that none of this shit actually fucking matters and that you have everything you already want, it's like, what do you do? It's like, what? Okay, great. Now I know that. What do I do from here? It's like, what's the point? Why not? Why not make $100 million? Why not build that business? Why not marry that woman? Why not have kids? What do you think fucking Genghis Khan was thinking when he conquered the world? Oh, I want this because... Why not? Why fucking not? And why not should be a big enough reason for you to get out of fucking bed. And if you have a bigger reason, like your mother is struggling, like she needs money, then fucking amazing, great. Push off of that. But if you can't strum a reason, if you can't strum a purpose, ask yourself as an individual, why not be as great as I could possibly be? If I truly have the potential, which you do, you watching this video, you have the potential to be that. So ask yourself, why not? Do you want it bad enough? Do you want to be like the rest of them that sit there and enjoy the frugality, the fallacies that society have created? These parties, these drugs, this alcohol, these distractions? If you decide that you like those things and you want to be in those things, and truthfully, it's not that you actually do, it's that you've been convinced that you do. If you define it too difficult to break out of that, then so be it. You decide to be that person. I know I personally would never, and a lot of people watching this would never. But if you're that person that wants to be, that's your individual choice. But no, there's so much more to life, and there's so much beauty within it. Money isn't the main focus. Money has never been. I see so many people within this industry within business, that, especially in today's world, that focus on instant gratification. Some people that I knew in my close life that were around me before, just they thrive off of instant gratification to make money as quickly as possible. But it's not a concern of mine. If I can take care of the things I need to take care of, I know that success is guaranteed. If I continue to focus on the compounding actions that will inevitably reach me to being that person that I want to be, that version of myself that has accomplished everything that I want to accomplish, it will happen. Anything that can come so quickly can also leave so quickly. Understand that. It's the laws of the universe. There is no light without dark. It's like, why sit there and operate on a scale of a week? I need to do this thing in a week. I need to start on Monday. I need to start now and think about 10 years, 5 years. You are so fucking young. Why are you sitting there and rushing yourself? There's no point. The only reason why you do is because you compare yourself to others and you sit there and you go, oh fuck, I wish I could do this. I wish I could fly there. I wish I could do this. It's like, it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, you're going to be around for up to 100 fucking years. Even if you're 30, you still have so much time to achieve everything you've ever wanted. You might have some physical limitations, but your mind is only greater. Your mind only gets stronger and wiser. I sit here and I speak with so much conviction behind my words because you have to have conviction in what you say, otherwise it's a fallacy. I will sit here and say something today that I disagree with tomorrow. But if I operated with that ideology that, tomorrow I'm going to disagree with this and tomorrow I'm not going to agree with this, what value does that provide me in this moment? I'm not going to speak with conviction about my beliefs. What does that fucking do for me? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter if I don't agree with what I'm saying tomorrow. Because at least today, I stood up and I said what I fucking believed in. That's what I always say. Act with conviction, act with complete and utter belief, because at least then you're living true to yourself. And if you constantly make actions according to who you want to be and the version of yourself you want to be, and you live true to that version of yourself, and you live true to yourself truly, any action you make, any decision you make, there cannot be regret behind it. Because you made the decision that you thought was right in that moment based on the version of yourself that has achieved everything. Stop defining your actions based on the circumstance you're in and the reality that you operate in. I always get asked about these beads. They're my gypsy beads. If you guys don't know, my background is I'm a Chinese, Indian, Scottish gypsy. I come from a background of everything. I'm the definition of a mutt. And for some reason, when I hold these beads, I'm able to articulate myself better. And I have a sense of calm that allows me to speak with such conviction. I mean, obviously, I'm not bound by them, but they are nice. You know, some people do hand poses. Some people have a watch. I have my beads. I hope you find the little pleasures in life like I have, like these beads for me. Like me going upstairs now to watch a podcast and go to bed alone with my thoughts. And I hope you begin to enjoy life for what it truly is. Find the beauty in it. Because it is so beautiful. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on a Sunday, I hope you had a great week. If you're watching this on a Monday, I hope you have a great week. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you later.